Bruce here, part 2 of the great Murphy Roundabout pre-edition. Next couple days, the Roundabout's coming here. It's coming. Nothing we can do, but we're going to document what it's like. And right now, for a moment, of course, you met Cameron in episode 1. We're going to ring the chime, the bell, in honor of how it used to be and how it will be again, which is how it used to be. Yeah, I know, convoluted. We covered that in part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, please see part 1. Anyway, here goes the gong in honor of the Roundabout, how it was, how it will be. See ya! Love that thing! Alright, let's take a walk around. We're just going through the intersection. We're going to chit-chat, see how it looks today. Because day after tomorrow, it will not. But that's how life is. We evolve. Okay, no rhyme or reason. Whatever traffic lights in our favor.
Now, I believe, Bruce, on this corner, if I'm not mistaken, right around the time of Fort Butler, there was a man named William Holland Thomas who has a Port Cherokee connection. And I believe this corner was where his store was. He was partnered with a man named William King. And it was King and Thomas, and they had a store here. Now that would have been close to 200 years ago now.
Wow.
But that would have been, pioneer days. And then of course there was a gas station here. Davis Esso, I believe, here where the bank is. Taxi cab stand. I don't know it firsthand, but I do know that. And I'm not sure, I always was curious. This is a later edition, right? Wouldn't you think?
Yes.
So what's under that? Nothing? Or it's just odd to me that there was just enough space.
I'll have to go back through my archives. I may have footage pre-plaque.
Because technically now you would almost have to have the Space Force on there, wouldn't you think?
Good. Yes.
Anyway,
I'm beside myself. I forget.
Yeah, I just feel like that's a later edition.
I think you're on to something. Once again, I'll have to go back through my archives.
And I can't remember, because I didn't look over here too much, of what was under there. But I'm sure there's a photo somewhere of that.
But this whole corner is honor to our veterans. Thank you for your service and their sacrifice. These are the ones that did not come back. These are the ones that gave every measure. We salute you. Obviously, I'm a civilian, so I can't salute you without doing stolen valor. But to the veterans, thank you. All right, we move on. We covered in episode 1, this mailbox was repurposed. If you have a damaged American flag, this is where you dispose of it, and it is properly, patriotically disposed of. To bring your damaged flags to put in here, and of course it's not for mail. Okay, well, we're about shut off from that intersection, so let's cross the street here. We should be getting the go signal.
Oh, that reminds me, as we're standing here, it's hard to see on camera, but there's a slight hump in the very middle, and I would say that's from the buildup over the years of the different projects and construction that were in the middle, and it's actually raised slightly. Can you see that, Bruce? Can you see there's a slight hump?
Yes. Well, not to sound cynical or anything like that, but I tell people when they come to downtown Murphy, if you see a piece of black asphalt in the highway, don't be holding an open cup of coffee or you're gonna wear it.
Oh, it's our turn.
Oh, let's go.
Let's get run over.
Yeah, you gotta move fast here.
We'll have to see
I walk
what's
with a
different
limp, so I gotta take
how it
all
is
the
now
time I can get.
till then.
Yeah, that's the questions, which I should have been prepared. How are pedestrians going to get through it? I'm not stressing that, but curious. How are we going to cross the street with a roundabout? Because when we cross the street, we're going to stop traffic, what the roundabout didn't want to do.
Right. We'll find out. They get paid more than we do.
Yeah, to me, I don't care. I don't stress on that. If I wake up in the morning, I'm a happy camper. Okay, so here we are at Hiawassee and Peachtree. Yes, I know, it's confusing. 4 different streets intersect here. Now the question is, do they still intersect, or with the roundabout, are they now married into one? Hiawassee, Peachtree, Valley River, and Tennessee. I know. Questions that don't matter very much. Okay, here we are at Murphy Arts Center, which used to be a bank.
So when the Regal burned, I guess it was Wells and West, or just West Contracting, I don't know what it was at the time. They purchased the salvage rights, I suppose, in the property to tear it down, and they owned the land. And they wanted to put a shopping center here before the bank came. The plan was to put a shopping center here, and I guess that fell through. And was it Macon Bank that came first? I can't remember.
I think it was Macon. Oh, wait. No, not RCB. Was it Macon?
Macon was here for a long time.
Or BB&T.
Well, anyway, but while the hotel was still here, the gentleman that owned it, it was 2 brothers, Savage brothers. They owned it from 1920, 21, all the way up until 40. They built this building across the street, the tan building with the Remax on it. They built that as the Savage Hotel. That was originally a hotel with a commercial first floor for people to rent, and then upstairs was the rooms, which would have been an annex to the Regal Hotel.
Okay.
And it was originally, you know, before the stucco was put on, it was brick with the arched windows and doorways, but that's been covered up.
Wait a minute, annex to the Regal. That, I kept hearing rumors there was a tunnel from the Regal to somewhere else.
There's no telling. Could be back in those days.
Yeah, I heard it was more like a service entrance, or
It had a full basement, so there's no telling what branched off of it.
which I also heard rumors, I mean total rumor, unsubstantiated, that back in the Civil War day, Murphy had a bunch of underground tunnels connected for the war effort. Once again, unsubstantiated. If you have any news on underground Murphy, please put it down in the comments.
Now, I have heard there were tunnels in between these 2 blocks, and they've been bricked up over the years. But you could go from one end of the street here under to there.
Okay.
I believe they've been filled in.
So it's not quite an underground Atlanta, which was just paved over
More
surface
like
streets.
narrow corridors.
Yes. But those were the rumors. Underground tunnels, secret treasure, you know, the standard stuff, along with the paranormal and the ghosts hiding down there. Anyway.
We going?
Oh yeah, we're on? Good. Oops. I'm gonna die.
Watch it there.
You can't tell I got a limp. Yeah, I'm walking through tore up stuff because they've already torn out the medians preparing for the roundabout. And now here, Valley River and Peachtree. Unfortunately, the sign's gone. It got broken. I don't know where the sign is. Yeah, it doesn't matter because it will be replaced anyway. Wow. Beautiful views. Now, there are pedestrians here today, but nothing like it is in the spring, summer, and fall when the town is inundated and we have our Friday night art walks and the other festivals. So once again, it will be curious to see what happens. But it's funny how the town evolves, devolves, evolves. We had the roundabout, now we're coming back to a roundabout. So in a roundabout, full circle.
I'd like to see a plaque on there that says Bull Moose Pen 2 in Roman numerals. I'd like to see that. What do you think?
I kind of like that.
Why not?
Yeah. Let's put it up to the mayor, the commission, or I guess the state would be involved.
They could put the years of the first one.
Technically, this is a state highway.
Yeah. Well, there's involvement there, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure that something could be done.
I like that.
Yeah.
Whoa! Where's our memorial stuff?
The Monuments of Freedom.
Yes.
Is that what they called them?
Yeah, we had
You didn't know they were gone?
No!
Yeah. They moved them to the park.
Oh, what a dummy.
Well, I've got my opinions on those.
Yeah, we had the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution on these pedestals, and it looked pretty cool.
Well, they were donated, and the guy's done it all over the state. I like the idea and appreciate it. However, in my opinion, I think the pocket parks, as they call them, should be reserved for local history monuments. And if they wanted, they could put those at the main park, which is where they are now. But I think the four corner parks here should be locally related monuments.
Which is another question.
As we have nothing like that.
What will remain of the parks, if any? Well, as you can tell, we're going to be into a part 3 and 4 of this thing as construction goes. But here is the base of what was all those monuments, which were pretty cool. And back in the painted rock days, it used to be loaded with them. Is there writing on that?
I don't see any.
Okay.
Scratches.
Wonder if that was a time capsule.
I don't know what that is. It's interesting.
Another mystery. Ooh, brick.
Oh, it's got a safe in it.
Wow.
What do you think? Interesting.
I think we got a mystery. Hey, I just feel kind of stupid that I didn't know all the monuments were gone. You can't tell I don't walk downtown that much. But once again, everything changes. Even King's Pharmacy, they added on. They look modern now. Drive-in window. This used to be Parker's drugstore, complete with a diner inside.
Yep. Parker's Drug, 1918, I believe. Richard Parker. At one time, it had a wall down the middle, separating two sides. It was Cherokee Cafe. Probably in the 40s, 50s, maybe 60s. Then they decided to tear the wall out and use the whole ground floor. This building also has a basement as well, and it's got the original skylight on the roof. If you went up, you'd see that the skylight's still there.
Oh, and that roof line is just beautiful. They don't make them like that anymore.
Nope. And I'm surprised this building hadn't seen any paint, and I'm sure now that I've said it, it will.
Hey.
But as we can see, the lower portion actually has been painted brown, and that's unpainted at the top.
Yes.
But it still has the cornice, which is very surprising.
Wow. All right. Oh, missed our chance to cross the street, but we'll get there. See, folks, there are pedestrians even in the dead of winter.
Just make that up. She's like, and we're actually selling the house. Oh. And I was like, so the new people, we finally convinced them.
So, people do spend their money in downtown Murphy and cross the street. Once again, I'm not stressing about how we're going to cross the street. Somebody always puts down in the comments, oh, you're stressing about this. No. Just curious questions. Like, once again, which has come up, when they narrow this down to one lane, where is FedEx, UPS, the Foster's Produce, the
Well-
beer trucks. Where are they going to park, and will there be enough room? Because between the trucks, the delivery trucks, and these humongous, huge pickup trucks everybody drives now that are 20 plus feet long, they stick. Is there going to be enough room?
So we're going, from what I understand, from 4 lanes to 3 lanes. The middle lane is the park lane for the trucks,
Cool.
the deliveries and unloading, and then there'll be a lane each way for the vehicles. And then the parking spots will actually be longer for those F-350 style trucks, from what I've read. I don't know everything on it, I'm not the authority, but that's what I understand. So 3 lanes, the middle lane will be a parking lane, which actually was the case 80 years ago. You parked in the middle of the street as well.
Cool. Actually, I think I do remember seeing photos of that. Huh. Yeah, over the years there are a number of photos of cars parked in Murphy. The place was crowded.
Murphy was a bustling place back in the day, not as much now, but like I always say in my comments, big box stores killed the downtown, killed the mom and pops.
Yes.
People's families move off, people's families die out, and that's why we have some empty buildings and lots here now, but maybe that'll change. So people need to, it's cheaper to go to Walmart and go to Lowe's. It is, but there's a greater cost, as we can see.
Yeah.
The downtown dies, so maybe there'll be a flip in that.
Okay. Okay, folks, this battery is so low. I mean, I think because it's cold, it may kick out at any time. So far, we're in there, but if we disappear, it's been fun. Catch us down the road.
We need to catch the circle
The circle.
and show the Cornwell plaque on it if we can.
Uh-oh.
Let's hit it.
Yes.
I think we got it.
The timing is perfect. We're under the gun, folks. We're under